Let's get to voicemail, Lewis. We've got one voicemail to play here. Of course, the voicemail line is open 24 hours a day, 219-2-DAVID-P. Call in, leave us your voicemails. Let's take a listen to this.
Hey, David. Charles in New Jersey. I'm calling about, a couple topics. The first I want to talk about is the Romney-Ryan campaign. They go on and on about what America wants, about what America really wants, allegedly. Yet, whenever quizzed about gay marriage, their taxes, a lot of the latest hot-button issues, they go silent. Ann Romney says, "Oh, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to get into that." Well, my thing is that if you truly believe that all these various minorities, gay, black, what have you, non-believer, atheist, if these people are truly a tiny sliver of the pie chart, and that you are truly speaking for, the bulk of America, then why are you so scared to open your mouth?
Yeah, well, listen, there's two things going on here. Number one is that when you ask people to respond to talking points and political strategist framings, like, for example, government-run healthcare, people respond negatively. When you ask people fairly, do you believe the government has a responsibility to provide everybody with a certain basic level of healthcare? People say yes, overwhelmingly, 66%, even more in some polls. So number one is, when you actually ask people about policy as opposed to buzzwords and political framings, Romney and Ryan don't represent what people want. The other side is that the Republican side has done a really good job of getting people to vote against their own best interests. So it's very clear what people want. It's just Republicans are getting you to vote against it.
It's a campaign of misinformation. But at the same time, we can't expect anyone who's speaking publicly to talk about anything other than their main talking points, which is what they're going to do every time.
No question about it. Absolutely. A couple of emails I got. On the topic of President Obama being bear-hugged, deadlifted, whatever you call it, by a Florida Republican who owns a pizza shop who is voting for Obama, you know that if he picked up Mitt Romney, there would have been security all over the guy because it would have been too gay in the eyes of the media. Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. And you know there will be a segment on Fox and Friends tomorrow with a caption under this that says, "Is Obama Muslim and gay?" Yeah, I didn't see that one, but it wouldn't make me bat an eyelash, Lewis, I'll tell you.
Right.
And apparently this guy's Yelp page is getting blasted by Republicans because of his treachery. There was a Huffington Post article about this today, where the pizza shop that this guy owns is getting killed in the Yelp ratings because apparently Republicans don't like that this guy is saying, "I'm a Republican and I voted for Obama in 2008 and I'm voting for him this time." Republicans not liking that.
They're probably all just unaware that he actually received more of a tax break than he would have under McCain.
Probably.
Yeah.
And 15% of Ohio Republicans crediting Mitt Romney instead of President Obama for the assassination of Osama bin Laden. Well, you know what they say, you can never underestimate the stupidity of an average American. I actually think that that's the wrong way to go about it. I think that if you really look at what Thomas Frank and many others have written about the importance of language, yeah, it's fine if we think that you've just got to be flat out stupid to say that, but making that accusation is not really going to help Democrats win. I think there needs to be a different strategy.
Probably.
And typical liberals don't want to credit Romney for something he didn't do. Unbelievable. Yeah, incredible, those dumb liberals. And the headline to this video could just as well have read 15% of Ohio Republicans are imbeciles. How could Romney have had any say in how bin Laden was pursued or killed? He was a governor, had no power over armed forces, and didn't deal with military strategy at all. Yeah, we get that, but I didn't even think it needed this much of an explanation. This is a perfectly accurate explanation. Of course, Romney wasn't actually governor when bin Laden was killed. But listen, let's be honest. If you don't realize why that poll result is absurd, reading a couple lines about it is not really going to help.
I still think that the majority of the people who put that down on this survey or
did
poll
it as a goof.
Did it as a goof, or did it because they could.
Become a David Pakman Show member so that the show doesn't end now, but you get the bonus show next Monday afternoon, 3:15 p.m. Eastern. We'll have a members video call-in. If you are a David Pakman Show member, you can join us after the show here in the studio. Ask us questions. We'll be hanging out with you on Spreecasts. Thanks to everybody for watching. See you on the bonus show or tomorrow afternoon.
The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.